Did you see that that court filing that came out recently?
Not sure that applies to indie game development. All
Well,
right.
no, it's the same idea. The EA said a bunch of stuff, and the court was like, "Oh, it's all corporate speak. It's it's actually not admissible."
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
When did
Phil, do you want to play
was
through
on
it?
Kotaku
Do you want us to
yesterday.
play through it?
do you want me to play?
I would like to see high-level Octodad.
High level?
Do you want
Okay.
to play mouse and keyboard, or do you want controller?
Controller all the way.
Controller all the way.
Yeah.
Who's got the controller?
this one right here. Well, so is this all? I know that you've been talking on Twitter. You guys are obviously not just working on stuff like this. Like, has been the whole team working on the shorts?
Yeah, I mean, we started back in I want to say May, but ever since the game came out, besides supporting and stuff, we've been kind of more leisurely than before it came out.
Well, you guys have been working a long time,
Yeah.
and then it's now that the studio has some money, it's like, oh right, we can slow things down a little bit.
I mean, we're trying to take our time with it and make sure they were good. And we a lot of the feedback we got was that people wanted more kind of normal situations where you're doing just being a dad sort of thing than the end of the game, which was a epic fire blazing nightmare.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Because as we know, everybody's real serious about this cannon.
No, clearly people are worried about the cannon. I guess. Jesus, Phil.
So here you're taking Scarlett, your not yet wife, on your first date. So you met on the boat in the game, and this is kind of that first awkward date.
Welcome, sir. What name is your reservation?
Ben Franklin, bitch, and slap him with the money. Slap him.
Well, would you look at that? We have a table for two after all. Right this way.
Real easy to get a seat at this restaurant. I'm not sure how much money that was. It looks like I think it's a stack of ones.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is actually not too dissimilar to Velvet Sundown. To be honest, it's really not that much different.
She sits down so quick.
Your waiter will be with you.
Oh, hey, watch it there, buddy.
I mean, this is the right way to sit at a table.
Pretty good dance move, though.
Yeah, we don't need any of this.
See, what's nice about watching you play it is that all the things that I would like to do, which is this, it'd just be 10 minutes of just
Yeah, with me this is all deliberate.
of just fart noises while he just slowly whacks things around.
Yeah, we just wanted to put these out to kind of say thank you for all the awesome stuff everyone's done and shown towards us. And it was also a nice little break before we jumped into figuring out what we're gonna do next.
Do you guys have a beat on that yet, or are you still prototyping?
We just started actually prototyping. We were going through a pitching phase.
Just internal, everyone pitched here's what we think we should work on.
Yeah, luckily, with the help of all our awesome fans, the game is done well enough to where we can kind of just go forward and do this ourselves.
That's
for the
awesome.
next game, which is the goal from the beginning. So yeah, we spent I don't know, a month just pitching ideas and polishing those up before actually deciding what we wanted to see actually works.
Yeah.
In practice.
I'll be taking.
Well, it's nice that you have the option to do that rather than just well, shit, just make Octodad 2. Just do it.
Yeah.
People like that, I guess.
It's definitely a thought, and we have plenty of ideas for that if we were ever to go back and do it. But
I have to imagine working for so long on that.
Yeah, I think it was
that game.
4 years on Octodad.
That's a long
In
time.
general.
See, you're not so mysterious.
There's only 2.5
after
on the
all.
new game, but
Sure.
including the first and the time in between and the Kickstarter and all that kind of stuff. It's been Octodad nonstop for a long time, which we love it, but we definitely
That's a lot. It's it's nearly half a decade of your life on relatively the same
We
project.
should toast.
I don't know how this juice stays in the glass.
You know, clink glasses together. Wish something
Nice.
well. Have you not?
That's a
Some
good
classy
clink
men.
noise. That's a good clink
Classy
noise.
gentlemen do it. Yeah.
Did John record that?
John, no, Seth.
Seth?
Yeah.
So you guys do all your own Foley work?
Yeah.
Okay, hurry back.
Yeah, Seth records everything himself.
Does he go do it at a studio, or does he just have a setup at his own?
He does a weird myriad of things. Some of it is just in his apartment. For Octodad's Footsteps, it's this weird mix between bubble wrap, Play-Doh, bananas smushing, and all this stuff that he just it's throw this all in my sink and record it.
Is it that same chef?
Yeah, but he's not necessarily a threat here. He's busy.
That guy's a son of a bitch.
He's
He's a real
confused.
jerk. He's a real jerk.
Okay, you gotta close the door, dog.
What?
Close the door. You're in the
I don't know
bathroom.
if I can. Oh yeah, okay.
Look at you.
There.
The journal.
You're so-
stumping him.
you're
I don't
so
know if we
nice,
can close
such a
that
nice
door.
boy.
Does it have multiplayer?
Yeah. The whole game
Clean up in
is
the-
co-op.
That's disgusting.
That's pretty gross.
See if I can.
Ramon, is anything blowing up out there? Good. I probably need to take an hour to do email at some point.
Take the urinal cake. Freshen this
You
up.
want to do live emails?
Gotta wash your hands.
Our own Alex Jabali, $50.
Oh, nice, Jabali.
Thank you.
It's getting it done.
Brian. What the heck, new guy?
That's great.
Go help out in the kitchen while we clean up after you.
That laugh of yours, I really couldn't tell. You sure?
Very busy tonight.
So since you've kind of caused a ruckus in the restaurant just by existing there, they've now got you working in the.
Oh, naturally. That's what happens every
The
time I
classic
go
trope.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that. I Love Lucy.
Yeah, that's where we got it from.
Primary influence on a bunch of 20-somethings.
Oh, this is a great idea. Oh, wow. This is genius.
You hold your sworn enemies.
Quote
That's pretty
unquote
good.
juice. Quote unquote juice.
Yeah, juice. For the kids. This is for the kids, Dave.
For the moms.
And the kids. And the moms.
If you were to say that it was wine, would that be a ratings thing? Like,
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. We were just being overly careful, I guess.
Okay, so it's not like something you had in wine. They're like, hey, you need to pull that back if you
No,
want to stay E.
We're just, I mean, we're real careful at our studio. We don't really go out there and try to make anything too weird, so.
Definitely not. I think juice is probably weirder than wine anyway. I think it actually works as a joke.
Isn't that the waiter's job?
Oh, yep,
The
yeah.
stylish throw.
Bon appetit.
Well, don't just sit there. Let's talk. Still playing the strong silent type, eh? Don't worry.
Canonically, where is this in the timeline?
So-
It's after the boat, but
Oh, this is
Yeah.
before they get married.
right. But I know, but
before
like,
they
where,
get
you know, like when? Like we have
So
years.
it's after the boat.
How many dates in are we?
How many this is first date.
First date.
Yeah, so this is like, they met on the boat, maybe they had a few phone calls,
Okay.
maybe he waited 3 days, maybe
Okay.
he didn't
All right.
call her, we don't know. Leading it up to the fans, because we know how they love to fill in those
Oh,
little
it's the
details.
Octodad fan fiction.
Yeah, fanfics. So this is the first date, and that's why there's so much small talk. And she's just like, where do you like to go eat? And
See, I wrote some slash fiction, which
Oh.
the
Hey,
Octodad
lover
gets
boy,
with the chef.
take
You
care
know,
of
we
the
put aside
other
the
customers
differences
before you
and
get
then
the
find a
flair
way to
on.
come together.
find a way to love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skip right over fan fiction, right to slash fiction.
Patrick, I would be so happy if you wrote.
There's
Hey, if this video game thing stops working out, then, I've got an archive of
There
work.
you go. So now you're just trying to balance this, like, the restaurant wants you to do your job, and you're on this date, and it's just real wacky. Take some orders.
Real wacky, that's like a back of the box quote?
Yeah.
Be waiting tables.
Real wacky adventures, guaranteed.
Mitch from IGN, he's just, it's real wacky.
Octodad, it's real wacky.
That sounds about right. It checks out.
That's good. Sounds like something a Dota player would say.
I was gonna say Canadian, but
Either or.
yeah,
Either or.
interchangeable basically.
We also got it to add in some stuff that we wanted to do, like particle physics and stuff with the original,
Enough!
which adds a little bit. It's fun just watching like the pepper fly over the place and bounce
But
around.
let's you serve that fancy
Little things.
cake to the table near the entrance.
I always thought it was dumb you guys wrote your own engine.
What?
I always thought it was dumb you guys wrote your own engine.
God, you're such a kind soul.
No, like we can't. If we can't.
I'm
have
so
it
glad
on-
I always come and just like hang out with you and
Just shits on everything.
yeah.
It's not shitting on it. Listen,
I mean, it's only partially our own stuff.
irrespective of the quality of the game, I just found it an odd decision. Because I always read the articles you guys would have on them. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, we didn't think we could do exactly what we wanted in the physics, blah blah blah.
Well,
blah,
at the
blah.
time when we started, Unity wasn't as like powerful as it is now, and it wasn't as proven as something that you could use. So, which people think it's a Unity game
Like our marriage
often, but it's not.
it's better than people think it's a Flash game. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
If you had to pick one, pick Unity.
This for later, maybe.
So I've never played Octodad, or Does anybody ever reference you're an octopus, or is it just?
The waiters have purple
I
stains
mean, no one
all over their
knows.
shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's not-
that's kind of the
okay.
gimmick.
Investigate
All right.
that.
Whoa,
kind of
you
the
used the
whole
G
point.
word?
For the
You
story
used the
one.
G word?
Yeah, I did.
Do you ever get
Called your
the urge
game
to
a
go
gimmick,
through
Phil?
stuff?
I mean, it is.
So,
Octodad
what's the
is
most
fine.
haunted
Has a gimmick.
place you
We
ever
took a
been?
gimmick.
Wait, what's
and
going on
we
with that?
built the whole
What's
world
going on
around
with that
Whoa.
table back
Whoa.
there?
it. I mean, that waiter's real angry. He's still not
Is
very
it
pleased with,
haunted?
like,
There
what
are
you've
ghosts
been
in this
doing.
in this short?
It's the
Submarine
thing from Evil
ghosts.
Within.
You know, do you think this is like you're tapping in? You remember like when Halo 1 came out and there was all the warthog explosion videos?
Yeah.
This
That's
is what this
basically,
is.
Octodad is that for this generation.
Rook.
Like, hey, this is a physics sandbox to goof around in.
Back to cooking, young apprentice.
The first time I tried to drive that warthog, I was so angry.
What?
Like, this is so stupid.
It's
These controls are
wonderful.
terrible. No, I know. And you know, once you got used to
The
it,
first time it's
Okay.
the first,
Yeah, I remember.
because it's you know
Sliding all
it's
over the
it's
place.
relative because of the camera, but like, yeah, it drove me nuts the first time I played it.
Well, I
This
think that's
doesn't
the
make
first
any
time I
sense.
played like a first-person game on console. So just like getting used to the controller in general.
Yeah, maybe I played like
Pretender.
Disruptor. Remember that?
Yeah.
Universal joint.
Yeah.
Back when Universal made games, and that was when they put Spyro on.
Was that Naughty Dog?
No, Insomniac.
Oh, yeah.
That was Insomniac's first game, I think.
Unreal Tournament for
And
the
then-
PS2 launch window.
Oh yeah.
A real tournament on PS2 was like an internet, it was the Dreamcast version you
Yeah.
could play on the internet. I remember that's the only reason I got that version, even though I had it on the PC. I don't know. I don't have a good explanation for that.
Novelty?
I guess so.
Urgent precision and
So, Phil, for the next game you guys do,
Yeah.
is it something you won't know until you know what the game is?
Where can I throw this?
Or is it like, no, we're rolling with Octodad engine, or we're going to switch engines depending on if the game warrants it? Or is it like, is that an open discussion you guys have, or is it kind of like, nope, we're rolling with this?
No, yeah, it's totally open discussion, just based on what we need for whatever game we make, whatever we end up with. Because we're going to prototype these three things, kind of like Amnesia Fortnite style, and then based on those, pick which one we go forward with. And I'm sure, well, at least we hope to at some point release some sort of like demo or something, or just like an early version to show people like, yeah, this is what we're doing. But a lot of our ideas start from concept and like story stuff rather than mechanics first, and then we just kind of figure out how that's actually going to work. Rather than, I think, at least a lot of people I hear from go the opposite direction.
I was gonna say, yeah. Traditionally, I hear like you prototype a game mechanic, and then it's like, okay, how can we fit a theme around this? How
Right.
can we fit a story around this?
Which everybody says that's like the best way to do it, but we don't follow any kind of good advice usually.
It's worked out so far.
Yeah, it just works out for us better this way, I guess. So usually this level would take probably like half an hour, but
You're just blazing through it
Because you're so godlike.
I've played it a few times.
a couple of times.
Yeah.
So how do you guys, what's the creative process for you guys in coming up with like a level like this? Like do you like pitch each other scenarios that would be funny, and then you kind of like do the minute-to-minute gameplay? You talk it out ahead of time, or is it just like you start building stuff and see what works and what doesn't?
It's usually like, so here's a general concept. Octodad's going on first date with his wife, Scarlett, and then it's like, oh, what could we do? Where are they gonna go? What kind of restaurant are they gonna eat at? And then the guys prototype out like specific challenges, like sitting down, simple stuff like opening and shutting the dishwasher and putting the dishes in it to see if like people actually enjoy that stuff. And then we just do a lot of that and then see which ones work best and put them in here. And then there's usually a lot of like rearranging them and like, oh, well, actually this doesn't work. Like doing a bunch of these challenges, they all feel pretty similar, so we got to get rid of some and stuff like that.
And you guys do like weekly playtests, of which I managed to not come to any of them, despite constantly being invited.
Yeah, I've invited Patrick to almost every
Well,
playtest.
then I was legitimately gone for the last one. It was
Yeah.
just like this is just poetic. I can't make it to any of these, so I might as well not make it to the last one either.
Yeah, we do pretty public playtests like every 2 weeks, at least when we're in the middle of development.
Were you just doing it at your office?
Yeah, or that's where we started to do them. We used to do them at DePaul, where we used to go to school.
I'm sure everyone's heard this, but just in case they haven't, why don't you talk about how you guys met and got started, and
All right, yeah.
just for 2 hot minutes.
2 hot minutes. Okay. So yeah, we all went to DePaul University, and Octodad came out of this program called DePaul Game Experience, where it's this extracurricular thing where you just make a game, and the whole purpose of it was to kind of simulate being in a small studio. So there's like 18 people.
You're not the only one with secrets.
And then the point was to enter the
I've
game
been
into
doing
the
some
Independent
digging
Games
in
Festival,
Nevada.
which is at the Game Developers Conference every year.
Enjoy.
Aliens.
And so we kind of went through this, and the whole
Any
point was
kind
to make
of
something
animal.
really weird, and we came out with Octodad,
Human.
which is like this sort of like
That's a
being
silly
John
answer.
Malkovich, Jurassic Park Trespasser mashup, weird disaster that just happened to work out right. And that, the first one got decently popular, like a lot more than we thought it would be, because we didn't really show it to anyone outside the team, besides maybe some friends, before releasing that first one in 2011. And that went so well, and we were nominated for the IGF, and from there we just kind of were like, okay, well maybe this has some legs and we can actually do something with it, because, I don't know, before this whole process, like I didn't know what indie games were, or at least not like the breadth of what could be done with small teams like ours. The only game I guess you consider, well, that you would consider indie is like Bit Trip Runner. That's the only one I had played at the time.
Sure. So by making an indie game, you got introduced to the indie gaming world and realized, oh, there's like more than what's at GameStop.
Right. Well, it's just because like I love video games. I've been playing it my whole life. Blah blah blah. But well, I mean, I feel like a lot of people say that now.
Establish your true gamer cred,
Yeah.
right?
Been playing games for like 23 years now.
Sweet.
Pretty hardcore about it. You know, but I used to be really big into Halo and all that kind of stuff, and I still like those types of games. But I don't know. I used to want to work at a bigger studio like that, and then ever since making Octodad, it's been more like, no, actually, I just want to make really weird things.
Right.
But yeah. So I don't know. Then we did a Kickstarter, and that went pretty well. At least well for the time. This is like.
It was like, that's like, it's pre-Double Fine.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like all video game Kickstarters are measured in the pre or post Double Fine era.
Right.
Like, you know, like Cards was pre-Double Fine. Like,
Yeah.
Kickstarter's been around for a while now, but like the scale at which people did crowdfunding was just much, much smaller.
Yeah, we raised $24,000.
Right.
And some change, and that was really great for us because it like helped us start the studio, pay for some legal costs and stuff like that. All the stuff all the like paperwork and stuff that you need to go through, and it also helped us pay to like go to PAX and things like that for the
If I
years.
had to choose,
while
I think
we
How
were
did you just
making
pick
it.
that salt off the floor?
something about the
Didn't even
water
see it.
I knew where it was.
Oh my god.
Like he's got so
Amazing.
If something's glowing green, you can just hit the
But you
grab
couldn't
button
even
and it'll
see the
grab it.
salt.
I think a lot of people don't always realize that. Like you don't have to move your arm directly on top of something and then pick it up. You can, if it's green, I didn't know that. You're good.
I just learned that now.
Pretty good. It's a pro tip.
I wish I'd known that.
Hot tip.
But yeah, so then we did the Kickstarter. That was successful.
What the hell's going on in the kitchen?
And we worked. There's a bit of a problem with the dishwasher, I think.
Okay.
And then we spent like 2.5 years promoting and working on this and trying to make a bigger and better Octodad. Because the first one was,
How many people on your team?
right now there's 7.
Okay.
9 people worked on Deadliest Catch. Gosh. Yeah, and then we just like went to every PAX and brought and showed it everything we could and did all the marketing and everything ourselves and did as much as we could ourselves, and then
Also helped when, console launches were happening and then Sony got on board with you guys.
The Sony support has been like pretty crazy amazing for us. They had us on stage at E3 with a bunch of other cool games, and they've
How many of those games actually are out now? Are you? So Secret Ponchos
yeah
is
we're
now
out.
Super Punch was supposed to be out.
Don't Starve is out.
It was also being made here for a while, and then they moved to Texas.
Yeah.
Not Secret Ponchos. You're thinking of that's
thinking
Raise the
different?
Dead.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I raised the dead.
Raise the Dead's still not out. That Lauren Landing joint not out.
Yeah, it is.
Oddworld?
Is
That's
it?
out.
It's out?
Yeah. On PS4, it's out.
On
Pretty good?
PS4 it's out. Yeah.
If you like Oddworld, it's fine. It's just a visual makeover. It's Jake Castle's game. What's that? Galaxy. That's not out.
That game's fucking hype train.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
game's
it's real cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna shut that off.
There are
Is that your
37
AC?
steps to
Yeah.
crafting the perfect shape.
We are now halfway over our donation.
5,000,
goal.
5,057, 38 cents.
Yep.
165 donors.
165 donors.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, guys. We're
cool.
halfway to our $10,000 goal, which is already way more than our original goal of $4,000.
That's more than double of our original goal. And thank you.
That's awesome.
Brian Bringer?
He put us over the edge.
Care for a taste?
No, but he donated $100.
James Matchworth Jr. donated $8.59 so that I could read this out loud. Get fucked, Dave Lang.
I was gonna
say it again.
Okay.
I'm gonna be saying that throughout the
you're
show.
gonna be
That's not gonna be a phrase that gets old.
Yeah. No. That's how I got a job here.
It's true. It's true.
It is true.
Tommy?
Yeah, this level is
about?
Tommy and Stacy, your kids, are kind of like telling a story about you.
Okay.
So things get a little weird, I guess, and it's more like they're in the middle of telling the story.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
I think he's at the hospital. And he's a nurse. That's lame.
In some way, was this like you guys had a bunch of ideas and there was like a way to like kind of play out a bunch of them at once without actually building whole levels?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, like, you can put Octodad in almost any situation, and it's at least a little bit funny from the get-go.
Yeah.
And so it was hard. We had too many ideas of like where he could go, what he could do, and this was just one of them. We were also kind of talking to Bosa Studios about Surgeon Sim, and we wanted to do like a sort of crossover thing, just because we were friends with those guys, and we really like Surgeon Sim.
Yeah.
This one guy who was
Do you obviously you guys
About time.
haven't even figured out or done all the prototyping yet,
Just like bad,
but
nurse.
would you imagine you guys would stick with something as complex as like a physics-based game
Those
again?
places aren't
It
just
seems like
gonna
that probably
jump into
introduces
my
a lot of
mouth.
complications, just in terms of I don't know, just all the little details that can go wrong.
Yeah. A few of our ideas right now are already heading in that direction. I feel like it's unstoppable, like it's something that we can't avoid. Though some of them are complex in other ways. Gosh, trying to talk about stuff and like feed this guy watermelon at the same time is difficult.
As it is in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. On our own Chris LaCalamita, $35 donation. Thank you.
Thank you.
But one of our ideas right now involves like peeling in terms of like preparing food. And it's like this weird mixture of Animal Crossing and Pokemon Snap. I don't know how much more I should say, but it's pretty weird, I guess. We'll see how it goes.
Someone's got to make a sequel to Pokemon Snap.
I know.
Nintendo's not going to do it. Someone get on board. I don't care.
I'm not really sure how no one's done something as similar to that yet.
Well, part of what makes Pokemon Snap
Pokemon.
is Pokemon, right? Like, I mean, like that's like the kitschy value of like taking photos of Pokemon is kind of what makes it
what
work.
else will come out of the volcano if you threw an apple on it?
Well, there was that Africa? Was that like early PS3 game?
Andy Shots worked on that.
Right, yeah, and that was like an early photography game on the PS3.
That was announced
beautiful.
at the PS3 announcement.
Yeah.
Super pretty game.
We were talking about that earlier, just that the fact that there are very few games that use photography as sort of a gameplay mechanism, but all the ones I can think of were like pretty neat, like Beyond Good and Evil, Fatal Frame, Dead Rising, Pokemon Snap. I don't know if Africa's quite up there, but it's a game with photography in it.
Another one of our games is also going to have like a sort of photography element. The one I was talking about before is more about hunting, I guess, in a style of Pokemon Snap. Hunting bugs that are
Snap
actually
gets dark.
made of food. But yeah, then the other one is sort of like this like Salute Your Shorts meets, which is like an old, not that old, but television show on Nickelodeon about being at a summer camp. And then like True Detective, the sort of like weird, mysterious, darker undertones of that.
I wish we had a copy of Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
We need to make that happen today.
Yeah, there's one in the San Francisco office because I played that for a feature with Ryan, and we had to. Yeah, I'll just fly to San Francisco, and it's probably one of Jeff's games. If I had to imagine where that game came from.
Is that on the Wii Shop?
It's not. I don't.
If it is, we'll grab that.
That's a good question. I don't know if.
Thank you so much.
I don't know if some of the stuff in that would fly anymore though.
Pokemon Snap?
Yeah, just like the, only being able to take certain pictures of certain Pokemon like once in their whole run and like having to redo the whole.
Oh, that part is terrible. When
Yeah.
you replay the game, you're like, this this is extremely frustrating.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that's where Ryan gave up, was we were trying to get this one snap. He's tried it twice. Was like, no, I'm not doing another 8 minutes
Fuck this.
of like just to get that one Pokemon. So Professor Oak can yell at me again.
Right.
Let's see. Pokemon Snap Virtual Console. It does, yeah.
And our third one is this weird mixture of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Friday Night Lights.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying these things and maybe they don't mean a lot.
Yeah. No, I understand they have to be vague.
But we're trying to.
I want my Coach Taylor simulator. Is that what you're saying this game is going to be?
We're trying to combine like
And then
a really
Dad met
fun
the patient
sports
who
game
was sad
called Sports
and
Friends, like a
Yeah.
weird non-sport sport.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Oh no!
with
Oh no! Is it
the kind of,
Chaz?
like, RPG
Lucaria, the
relationship
Macarena? You better check my blood pressure to find
games,
out.
like
Oh, like a
Persona.
dating simulator or
Yeah.
something?
So we're trying to kind of combine those two things in a way that works, but it's hard because they're very much two separate kinds of games. So we're just trying to figure out how those will actually mesh. If at all.
I've been meaning to play that. Was it Hateful Boyfriend?
Oh, Hotful Boy. Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that how you say it?
I think it's Hotful, but
That game seems super goofy. I know that Danny O'Dwyer on GameSpot has played a lot of that, and it sounds like a ton of fun. Like just the idea of being part of a pigeon dating simulator seems pretty great.
yeah. We're just trying to find a way to like have
blinking
relationship
I feel like
communication
I'm not
happen.
thinking enough. What is it? Oh, give it to me straight, nurse.
Yeah, that's definitely probably like a huge issue there, because that's the crux of how most of those games operate is through text. But then the opposite of that is if you were to do voice, that's like a huge amount of writing and resource work.
Oh,
I
see.
Just like different wrestling moves communicate different
Unicorn
things.
Sure.
Try to do it that way. We'll see what comes out of it all. but We're excited.
Oh,
Despite
well,
my
that's not so bad.
but we're
Thanks,
excited.
nurse.
We're very
We're
excited.
very excited.
As everyone knows, people uplift
It's been cool to see, Gang Beasts is like the wrestling game I always wanted.
Yeah.
Like the game I always wanted that I didn't know I want. And then Gang Beasts became it.
The game's super fun.
Yeah, I'm really excited for those guys. Met them at PAX, which was like really nice, especially because
And on the phone,
they
is Dad's
when they made that
long-lost
game, they just
brother.
released like an executable
Right.
to like no fanfare, and then it got around a little bit and was like I can't remember why Giant Bomb played it on Unprofessional Fridays, but like that was like I guess one of its there was like one major Twitch streamer that played it and Giant Bomb, and then like the game just went like. Did you just kill man?
The table seems to have freaked out. It's like stuck in the floor. I think I can still. Did Broforce ever come out? There we go.
It's
Okay.
in early access.
Wait, what?
When I talked to those a couple of them at PAX. Yeah, PAX. Last one was PAX.
Sounds illegal.
Although I guess PAX Australia is what, next week?
This is interesting.
They're going to be in early access for a while. They're still kind of figuring out the gameplay of that game. It's some high quality work you got going over here.
Thanks,
buddy.
The most fearsome challenge.
Good thing there was a crowbar there.
Yeah, another game I really liked that
Open.
I was at Fantastic Arcade in Austin.
I need to stop making that the thing I say every year I'm going to go to.
You really
and
need
then
to
don't go because it's a horror movie festival connected to an indie game
Right.
festival in which a lot of the people that I know really well go every year, and all they do is sit and get drunk at the same bar every single night for
It's
like
great.
4 days. Which sounds amazing.
I played, I don't know if you played it yet, but Push Me Pull You.
Oh no, but I've heard of it.
Oh my gosh, it is my favorite game right
So
now.
how does that work?
So it's like this weird human centipede sports game.
Okay.
Where it's 2v2, and each team is like one body connected at the torso.
Okay.
And you've got arms and a head on either end.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, it's really kind of gross, but you can stretch and contract your torso so you get longer and shorter.
I've seen a trailer for
kind of like a
this.
worm. But then there's a ball, and it's like in a sumo like style ring. And you have to get the ball, pull it onto your side, and keep it there for long enough to score a point. But it's weird because you can like you can snail around the ball, like curl around it, but then the other team can like get in there and like undo your snail. There's a bunch of like weird already esports like terms and stuff like snailing, bagging, all this stuff. bagging, which is like creating a U with your body to then pull the ball over to your side. Snailing, wrapping around it, and carousel, which is wrapping around the ball and then spinning both of your guys on the same team at the same time so that the other team can't get into it.
Huh.
There's a lot of like crazy stuff to it, but it's all physics-based, and there's all these like weird, gross sounds when your body stretches and contracts. It's a lot of fun. We played a tournament at Fantastic Arcade.
There was a game I played at GDC. I can't remember the name of it, but it's you crawl into this little tent.
Please try again.
Oh,
And then you're facing up, and there's a monitor above you, and it's tracking like when you move your shoulders and stuff like that. So you're supposed to roll.
yeah,
and you're
there's like a ripcord, and you like attach it to your belt loop or something.
Yeah.
And then you lean, and you control like a centipede.
Yeah, you're like a centipede, and you're picking up apples, and then there are power-ups to like disable the person you're competing against. It's really, really, it's like a super basic game that was made phenomenally fun by the fact that you're actually moving your body to control it.
Yeah, I played that at GDC.
I can't remember what that was called. The name totally escapes me, but it's like a game that it's unfortunate that no one will ever play, just because it wouldn't work with a controller. It would not be interesting at all. Like the reason it works is because it's kind of an installation game.
Yeah. Yeah, you talking about Gang Beasts just reminded me of that. Push Me, Pull You. It's sort of a similar thing.
Because that game's still in development, right? That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys are out of Australia, I believe.
Of course they are. Get the scalpel.
Gotta get the
This
scalpel.
might be dangerous.
Oh, he's got it under control.
I'm a professional. It's fine.
Yeah.
Where does Dad find a bone saw?
I don't know, in a box somewhere.
That's pretty good.
The waste
That's a really convenient way to just have stuff show up in the game.
Right?
He needs a bone saw, but how would he get one?
They're just telling a story. It's fine. Because it's always funny how kids like tell stories. Because they'll just be like, and then he was in a volcano.
Yep.
Because reasons.
I don't know, Stacy. Dad grounded me for a week after my last story.
Sports Johnson and the zombie.
So with these shorts, now you guys are done with Octodad.
For
At least
now,
in its
yes.
current form.
This is finished product, and it comes with all previously bought versions of the game and all future versions of the game. It's just an update for free.
Are you happy to be done with it? Is that like a relief?
So now the surgery.
I feel like guilty.
I'm not saying that to me
kind of
like
stuff?
you don't have to trash your game, but like to be able to say like, hey, we're done with Octodad. Like,
Yeah, no, it's
has
nice.
to be kind of nice.
It is definitely nice to be like, oh, we can move on and do all this other stuff now. Awesome. Because that's what we've been most excited to do is kind of figure out, well, can we do this again? Are we a one-hit wonder? That sort of fear.
Or do you even want to work together a second time?
Luckily, we like each other still, for some reason.
Is Dave going to do real work?
Yeah. Said drag this out.
Drag this out.
All right.
All right, everyone, just get ready. We're just gonna drag this out. You know,
Make it real interesting to watch.
Let's drag out something that's taking place over 24 hours. That's how that works. What would Dave do without me here? God damn it, Dave. We'll have to check out something else. We'll have to move on, figure it out, see where this takes us.
I think he's just more afraid that we'll touch the computer and everything will come crashing down again.
Well, maybe we'll look through and see what's on his desktop. Or maybe I'll sit and I'll put all his stuff in a folder on his desktop like a human being. Oh, Dave, I deleted all your documents by putting them into a folder.
So broken, it goes crazy, flying around the room.
All sorts of
and then all his
company
arms and
secrets.
legs.
What's
all
the
over the
donation up to?
We passed we passed $5,000 not too long ago.
Let's see where we're at. Yeah, $5,212.93.
Well, what?
I've been at 93 cents for a while. Feels.
Solid.
Oh, our own Jen Pollard, $50.
Nice.
$50 donation.
Thank you, Jen. Thanks for the food too, by the
Why
way.
is this
Yeah,
on
thanks
moving?
for the food, Jen.
Still
Nathaniel
alive.
Barnes, thank you, $50.
Whoop whoop.
Alexander Grishin, $1.23. I want the dollar amount right there.
$1.23. Insulting, but generous.
Yes.
Like that one comment. Awesome stream, guys, for the kids and for moms.
For the moms.
I don't know about that one. Stream's probably not that great for moms, but we do love moms because it is all about the moms.
Yep.
Ugh, that's
that-
an unflattering view.
Get that hashtag trending.
Yeah, moms isn't trending on Twitter. I don't know what's going on with that.
How?
But I don't know.
Maybe moms are just always trending on Twitter. Just maybe not actively, but in our hearts,
Yeah.
moms are always
I'm
trending.
always thinking.
And Dad, and the
True.
famous doctor, high five. More than once.
Phil, you playing anything right now?
No, I don't play video games.
You don't play video games? That's
I just
unfortunate.
finished Shadow of Mordor.
Okay.
We were just playing that.
You
before
get
got
you
here.
get $5 for calling it its actual name, and
Not Shadows.
not Shadows of Mordor.
Yeah.
Which they probably should have just called it that because that's what everyone calls it anyway.
I can't do that. Alexa would be really pissed.
It's true.
And
It's true.
Dad brought the
The only
I
reason
watched her talk
the
to you
only
guys about
reason
it.
I call it Shadow of Mordor is because I feel like at some point Alexa Ray Korea may just like come up behind me
Right.
and shank me if I add an S.
No, I liked that a lot. For the obvious is the Nemesis system. That was super cool. Though I wish I had gotten to use it more in like the ending sequences of the game. I feel like it kind of fell flat there. But
We were talking a little about earlier that like in the second half of the game you get a little godlike.
Yeah.
Because you get just so strong and you also just kind of figure out how everything works to the degree that you're just not dying
Right.
anymore. So that in the second half it was more about me manipulating the orcs than it was them preying on me.
Yeah.
And while that was a cool idea, it
But
it was far less interesting than me getting my ass kicked and then being really upset
Right.
at some dude.
I liked the beginning just because I just like
Jet skis?
kept dying.
Yeah.
So we
And
bought
then
some
you like
sweet
meet the people who
jet
you
skis.
died from last
Yep.
time.
And they
they're
like
just,
reference it that they killed you. and
Yeah,
I
they like
think
make
that's
fun of you
cool.
and stuff.
Let's go when they
Yeah,
come back after
they're
you've
like,
killed
talk
them
shit.
and they're like, you killed me last time
Right.
and now I've got this bucket on my head.
And it's like if you kill them with like an arrow to the head or something, now they have like a metal eye patch going on and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. I was enjoying that.
And I saw that Monolith, who made the game, there were some glitches in that system related to specifically. So the enemies will come back multiple times, but they're eventually supposed to die.
Yeah.
There is a permanent death state, and some people said they were running into these kind of hilarious glitches in which they were just haunted by this one guy who would just not die.
He never died.
He would just 8, 9, 10 times. He would just keep
Right.
coming back. And they're having trouble reproducing the glitch. They have like no idea why people are running into it. But I think it's very funny the idea that you just have this as a character that cannot truly die. You have an orc that also will haunt you
Cannot
to
die.
the end of your days.
Just trolls you.
All right, well, let's jump out of this. Let's check
That's the
out
end of the shorts.
let's check out something else. Let's jump on Steam. See what's crack-a-lacking.
You want to run back that fire thing we were talking about?
Hey, Velvet Sundown.
Yeah. You want to do that later?
I think we should maybe
I think we should pad it out.
save that a little bit
Yeah, I think we should say.
more.
I think that's a trump card. Well, let's see.
Full screen yet, Dave?
Oh yeah, good. Don't want
attention.
that desktop to get shown.
Chat, what do you want us to play?
That never works out.
I know. I just
No offense to chat.
yeah.
No offense to chat.
Mount your friends.
Nope. I don't want to do that.
You don't even know what that
Say
is.
that. Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Crypt Next Day is a really good game. I should have brought if I had brought my.
Steve, can you quit?
They sent me one of the dance pads.
Oh yeah.
If I had thought about that, I should have brought that with. That would have been good.
Oh, did you kill it, Ramon?
Yeah.
I want to see if we're still getting PC.
PC on here.
Let's do a PC game again. Let's not switch yet.
That's fine.
All right.
Let's
What
see.
we got, Ramon?
Let's do love browsers. People were asking for that.
All right.
That's fun.
Do you don't have this game, Dave?
Shit, it's in Jordan's account.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to.
Let's go buy it. Here, watch out. I don't want you typing in my credit card.
I'm
info.
typing in your credit card info.
I'm not telling you my security code.
Can we switch to the PC right now? Switch to the PC. Hey, let's play a game. Guess Dave Lang's credit card code. Let's
Yep.
crack.
Yeah.
Let's crack it.
Crack the code.
And then just keep writing numbers into the donation box.
Good news, everyone. The deal for our lease in Orlando is falling apart. God, fuck.
You're really riding that mint train over there. You got a hot date later?
These are caffeinated mints.
Oh, okay.
They're the
Does
best.
this work? Like,
Yeah, 3 mints is a pop. Yeah, I guess the landlord has decided in Orlando to completely change the payment structure.
What the fuck?
Is that how you responded on the phone?
No.
Did you throw the wrapper at the phone? That you were
I was a
hand
little
holding?
more. I shouldn't be talking right now.
Do you want some of what's that liquor?
Malort.
Okay.
Lord? Yeah.
All right, we in there.
I'll show you. I'm gonna press it.
Yeah, I'll start it off.
This won't crash anything, right? Oh, just start pressing. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the monitor you're talking about?
Can you see that monitor all right?
Yeah. Just up to the Rouse.
Yeah,
man, it's been
the
a while
chat
since
seems
I
a little
played this.
confused. Yeah, we have another office, another Iron Galaxy office in Orlando.
Yeah, they are successful enough to have several offices.
Surprisingly, there is Iron Galaxy without Dave Lang.
Yes, there's Iron Galaxy Chicago, Iron Galaxy Orlando.
I'm everywhere at once.
Yep, Dave Lang is at both studios at the same time.
There's no Indian on this.
You can hear it now.
Yeah, but that's through there.
Oh.
I don't know if I've ever been able to take out one of the big ships in this game.
It took me a really long time.
I think it's an achievement just to take one of them out,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, it's super hard.
Oh, got it. Yeah, it's too bad. The office is amazing. For those who know Orlando, it's the Chase Tower. It's like the big high-rise downtown, like centrally located, amazing spot to be. So we gotta get that sorted.
That seems important.
Yeah.
This actually isn't a huge deal. I just get mad when people dick around.
Oh, I was missing a good time.
I'm taking a gruff.
So I assume you're just constantly falling, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's thrust, and then it's kind of like tank control.
Okay.
By big ships, were you talking about the big?
Yeah, the
Boats?
big boat.
Okay,
Is
not
there
the-
one after that?
There are blimps, and they're.
Oh,
like,
I've never. Yeah,
huge.
I have not gotten that far.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's using like left to right to rotate the ship,
Right.
and then up boosts you, and then if you stop moving entirely, that repairs your ship, which will because you're gonna get shot a lot. It takes a couple rounds to get the hang of.
Is there a penalty for going underwater?
Yeah, you have like a limited kind of underwater shield. But then there are different builds for different browsers that some let you go underwater infinitely and stuff like that.
Load up that giant. You did it.
I did it.
Just
You got
like
100,
that.
135 points.
Ramon, we should get FIFA 15 at some point. Start downloading that dude on the PS4.
Is there a way I can get image?
Well, I guess we got to find my PS4 because I want to buy it on mine.
It's under the table.
Okay.
Are you gonna play that this season? Because I'm gonna buy it.
I just want someone to, I want, well, so I say that, right? I say, yeah, I'm going to play it, but I never have time to do anything. But I really like FIFA a lot. And like, if I'm going to play one sports game, it'll be that.
What is it that you like about it so much?
That's a really good question. So I think for me, as someone who doesn't have a deep appreciation of soccer, you know, like it's they make it simple enough to do awesome team plays. So like the difference in the way you can pass it, you can do the lob pass, the pass throughs, like all that stuff is really simple. And once you get used to how the pressure controls work, you know, and you get a really good sense of like, no, this is how you do this, and like the feeling of like getting a through ball to a striker going down the field, and then him just like, you know, putting one in from 20 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, it makes you feel like you're awesome. It's like that thing is like, I don't know what I'm doing at all, but I still did this awesome thing.
Right.
You know? Whereas like for me, football or basketball, I kind of get more bogged down in like the things that aren't like football or basketball.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is, right? And where soccer is just all about like, you know, the highlight reel stuff. So yeah, I used to really love Madden and NBA 2K and whatever, but as I get older, I find I just have less of a desire to play. I'm not no desire, but less of a desire.
Oh, you don't have to stop moving to repair, you just stop shooting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because I haven't played any sports games very seriously since like Blitz or NBA Jam. Like the arcadey ones are the ones that I liked a lot.
Yeah.
And so I'm always looking to get into more sim-ish one, or at least a more serious one, but I've never found one.
There's parts where not knowing anything about soccer hurts. Like,
yeah.
Oh, what formation should I pick?
Or the most common one. Oh, you're talking about playing FIFA, but I was gonna say like, you know, part of the reason I enjoyed FIFA or any of those sim games, then I'd learn things like, oh, this is how, you know, why when they say offsides, like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, because it's
Makes
not
sense
super
now.
obvious in soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People in chat are asking what's your favorite about
So if we're talking like World Cup, obviously USA all the way. My backup team is the Netherlands. That's my secondary team.
Did you blow up or did you just get through the level?
I've got
No, I blew
affinity
Okay.
You just unlock.
for playing with.
power-ups as you go.
So I used to play FIFA on the 3DO. That is like, I think that's my favorite soccer game of all time. And on there, I played with two teams. I played
switch
with
to laser.
England. Because they had this guy named Frank Burchard on the team, who actually is a tools engineer at EA, maybe still to this day. But he was godlike. Like he could just curve the ball he had so much English on it. And then there was a guy on Sweden who I really liked. He was this black dude with like a bleached hair. So he's like Demolition Man. And so I was basically always would play as the Demolition Man as him. And those are why I like those teams. Because like these guys, oh, this guy's awesome or
weird,
whatever.
cool dude.
And that game was godlike. But yeah, now in real soccer, it's USA, Netherlands. We have actually season tickets for Orlando City, the MLS team, down in that studio down there. So that's kind of fun. I haven't been to one of those games yet, but I hear it's a good time. So I think
Sounds great.
next time I'm down there and MLS season is going strong, I will go.
Laser makes you slower to turn.
It's cool down in Orlando because they're building a brand new facility for the MLS team, and it's like right next. Well, I guess it's a block away now from where the Magic play, and it's also like so it's kind of like area with all these bars and restaurants and stuff.
Are the Magic any good?
No, they suck, but that
Yeah,
actually
I
makes
was
it
gonna say,
awesome.
like in the post Shaq era, I don't like they haven't been worth a damn.
Post Shaq era, that's like not okay. I'm just gonna let that one go.
No, what does that mean? I don't know anything about
It's
basketball.
literally like 25 years ago.
I know, but like, has the Magic been worth caring about in the last 25 years?
They were relevant about 5 years ago
Okay.
for a brief period. And then Jameer Nelson and yeah. But anyway, so the good thing about them sucking is it's really easy to get tickets. It's like, hey, Magic are in town. They're playing whoever. You just walk down there, like $20 and you're in the stadium, right? And so that's pretty rad. And you can walk like downtown Orlando proper is literally like 6 blocks long. Like they call it talking about Chicago blocks, right? It's not big at all.
Yeah.
And so you can walk anywhere in downtown to anywhere in 20 minutes tops, right?
That's pretty awesome.
And
That's
so, yeah, it's like, oh, I'm at the studio and I want to walk to the Magic game. And after that, I'm going to walk to dinner. And then after that, I'm walking to my hotel. It's just like, it's rad. I really like Orlando a lot.
I don't think I've been to Orlando since, like, I would go to a theme park out there when I was a
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
Moan?
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll
you
take
go.
it. And most just
Someone needs to bring
most
us
just want to
home.
play more Volgar.
I don't know if I like the laser.
Yeah, you can switch.
Have we given any codes out in a bit, Steve?
Yeah, I just dumped like 15.
Ramon, do you see the sheet over there?
Yeah,
sheet and a pen. Why don't you just dump some codes into Twitch chat? We're dumping. Let's get an update on the fundraising.
All right, update. $5,212.93.
So, all right.
70 donors.
So that's exciting. Remember, here's what happens when we get to 10K. When we get to 10K, we're looking at the top 5 individual donations, and I'm going to call you at your leisure and give you inspirational talking to.
Oh, man.
I'm going to get you pumped up for your day, whatever it is. You got a big game, you got a business meeting, you got a test, a quiz, whatever it is. I'm going to get you pumped up for that, and you're going to get the best result you could possibly get. Now, there's some people that argue that's worth a lot of money. You can get it probably for the low cost of $500 right now. I think that'll get you in the running. I'm not sure exactly what the top bids are.
The top bid is at $800.
Yeah,
top
$800
bid's
is
800.
top.
There's a bunch around 500-ish or something, right? So, I mean, if you want to just lock yourself in for a talk and drop a cool grand on us, I'm not going to object.
That'll
right?
guarantee. How about if they drop?
Hold on,
a grand?
you know what?
How about if they drop a grand? You're
You do it
guaranteed a call
anyways.
regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you drop a grand, I'll call you no matter what.
Sounds legit.
That's fair.
Damn it.
All right, here's the deal. I'm going to give you a little of what it's going to be like.
Who are we talking about here?
Let's make up a fictional person
Okay.
and give him a job.
What was the name of that dude from the detective game we were just playing?
Daniel
Boyle.
Okay,
Daniel Boyle,
Boyle.
the bartender. Okay, this is before the murder. This is before he went on the boat, right? So he was realizing, oh boy, I got to go on this boat with all these rich assholes and be a bartender. I bet you somebody's gonna murder somebody. He's saying.
Likely, yeah.
I call Daniel Boyle up. Danny, how you
Yes.
feeling today? But before you answer that,
Hold on.
ask yourself this. Is today going to be the best day of your entire life? If the answer's no, homie, you fucked up. Because you can control everything you do. If today's not the best, son, that's on you. And there's only one person that can fix it. Look in the mirror, Danny. And that's a little preview of what you'll get. And
Damn.
tell me Daniel Boyle's not ready to climb on that boat and mix some drinks after that? You are incorrect.
I'm hyped, and that's not even my name.
That's what I'm saying. And you know, the speech is how long the speech is, but typically when I get going with those, it's a couple minutes.
Yeah.
It's not like a little like, you know,
Once he starts, you can't stop him.
yeah, it's like a little 30 seconds and I'm out kind of thing. Like I'm into
It's like a cold. It's got to run its course.
And think about
Yeah.
how much you can do with your peak motivation. Peak motivation, you can do anything. I think that's worth $1,000.
So there's that. But even if you can't, donate whatever you can. If it's $5 or whatever, remember to make it a weird something like 523 or something, right?
572 is the number.
Because we'll take any money. If you have to contribute an even amount, we will absolutely take it. Don't get us wrong. Extra Life, it's for the kids. They'll appreciate it and love you forever. But, you know, if it's all the same to you, make it a weird number. We want to, if we don't raise the most, we want to generate the weirdest number of contributions. Like we want to people at the Amex fraud department. Like, what is up with these donations, right? Like, these are all super weird amounts. Like, what's going on? We want security looking into this and making sure they're all authentic.
Yep.
Anything short of that is failure.
I actually feel like Danny O'Boyle might need the pep talk after he went out of the boat. I feel like he's kind of messed up after that boat.
Yeah.
Like a murder happened.
I think
they didn't solve it.
I think at that point he probably needs actual professional help.
Yeah.
And not
Like he accused Susan of a murder that she didn't commit.
She was trifling though.
So she deserved it.
She was real shady. The chat agreed.
No, she was trifling. Everyone thought she did it. It wasn't just me.
Yeah.
Everyone wrote her name down. Chat voted for her.
You're right.
Like Danny O'Boyle's in the clear on this one. Danny O'Boyle may have been the ringleader that brought everyone to her doorstep. Sure. I'm a little surprised how easy it was to get all the evidence.
Maybe it's different in like some of the other, like the premium scenarios.
I wonder if every single person in there was in on it.
I'm pretty sure.
That game's godlike.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah. There's literally like not a thing I would change, except probably make these cases solvable.
There's another game I would love to see. God damn it, I did it again. Have you seen Vinny play with this game called Bot Colony?
Mm-mm.
It's It's a robot that you talk to through a microphone. Like it's all voice activated
Oh,
and
no.
stuff. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare. But it's kind of amazing.
Oh, I forgot Racketeer codes. Somebody in this chat wanted Racketeer codes.
Somebody.
So what's amazing about it, this bot colony?
That it doesn't work.
So
It's
what-
kind of amazing. It's kind of amazing. Whereas, if Velvet Suntown is broken but amazing and kind of endearing for it, Bot Colony is just broken and funny in a this is really terrible and like not in a great way. But I think, but you have to talk to it through voice. That's how the whole thing works.
Got it.
Dave, we're still doing. People are asking about CAD codes. That's coming later, right?
CAD codes, we don't have a ton, but we will be giving some out later. I think we're going to give those out when Adam and I are playing. And we'll do it when we inevitably hit 10K. We'll be sure to throw a Season 2 Ultra code in the mix there. How many do we got over there, Ramon?
We have
Steve, yeah, feel free just to dive in from the TV so
Yeah,
Patrick can't see.
so I can kill. So I
Sorry.
can kill him.
3 ultra codes and 1 copy code.
3 Ultras and 1 combo. I think Jabali has a few more.
He gave me a couple.
So you got a couple too?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm feeling saucy. I'm feeling a little saucy.
Are you?
Ramon,
What brought this on?
Steve,
Yeah.
let's drop a Season 2 code for
Right
KI.
now.
Let's drop it right
All
now.
right.
Combo or ultra?
You know what? Actually, you know what? Wait. Actually, here, let's do this. Let's wait 3 minutes because Tender Moments, our weekly stream we do Thursday at 3 p.m. Central, would normally be starting now. I'm sure there's some people tuning in that don't know we're doing this, expecting that, and they will actually be KI heads. So let's hold off.
All right.
Do you guys want some Octodad codes?
I would love some
Fuck
Octodad
yeah.
codes.
I could drop some.
Like I'll take him home.
That would be amazing. I'm sure the chat would love some Octodad
Yeah.
codes.
I'll
Thank you,
have to
Phil. That's very generous.
Run and grab them at some point.
I really want to just blow up that battleship, and I'm very bad at it.
I wonder,
You get too hasty. You get in there and you're like
I know.
trying to like be in it.
I know. That also might be
Patience.
because I'm bad at like shooting.
Yeah.
just say hypothetically.
Uh huh. Woohoo! This game's really good. It's a quality video game.
Is this
Yeah.
the only stage or?
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be just like an arcade
Yeah.
sort of
Like a
thing.
game that
and
you
you just
punch
like
a quarter into.
unlock a bunch of different parts for the ship, like different thrusters and different bodies and ways to shoot.
I don't. A stupid battleship. It's a stupid battleship.
Oh, I bet he mailed me. I'm looking for the. Dan Teasdale allegedly sent me a bunch of codes, but I bet I'm checking the wrong inbox. That's what I get for giving my personal email address. Yep, there it is.
Some roundabout codes. Turnabout.
Turnover.
Turnabout.
Yeah, excuse me.
Huh, I don't see it.
Oh fuck! I keep meaning to play Roundabout. I haven't gotten around to that yet.
It's fun. I like it.
Yeah, I liked it every time I played it at
Right, at PAX
whatever
and
event and stuff like that. And the tribute that he has to Ryan Davis in there is
Yeah.
incredible.
I will message this fool now.
Guilt trip him. I haven't played Nuclear Throne that much either. Maybe that's something we should check out later.
Yeah.
I like everything Blambeer does.
Tim Rogers says Nuclear Throne has the best laser of any laser in video games.
We can't play video ball, can we?
We can play video ball.
Oh man.
All right. About to drop a KI code in the John Bomb chat.
Unfortunately, I only play video ball on the PS4, so we have to get a dev kit out here.
Well, maybe later.
Yeah, we'll
But-
get that going.
Maybe when like that Darkstalkers tournament happens, we can dig through some stuff. But
Oh man, Teasdale's put him right into our DM stream. That's not helpful. He's watching. You fabulous bastard, Dan Teasdale, I love you. I know you don't like me for very good reasons, but know this, I love you regardless.
oh, my wife is here. I have to go downstairs.
Tell her I said hello.
Yeah, she's jumping right in a cab again. Let's get her to the airport. Our second animal of the day.
Yeah, say hi.
Not my wife.
I haven't seen her.
My dog.
I haven't seen her
dog. I
since
just wanted to make
my
sure I
birthday.
clarified
Yeah,
that.
smart.
Is the dog playing dive kick?
I don't know about that. Should I just buzz up again?
Yeah.
Do you want to
Oh,
hit
man.
something else up?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna read a code. This is a bad idea.
Yeah, you got real shifty-eyed when you thought about that.
Because the problem is I don't know if these are O's or zeros. I
That can be for them to figure out.
I won't know they're redeemed, and I want all these. If he's being nice enough to give us codes, I want to know they're redeemed.
Hey,
So
if you took that KI code I put out, let me know.
I'll
so I-
transcribe these later. Thank you, Dan. You're the man. How are you feeling about left rounds? Want to keep going and try something else?
Hey, you want?
I feel like we should get on something else.
Mix
Yeah.
it up.
Yep.
Ramon, could we go full screen us? And turn on the left browser sound with that knob too. Ramon's learning trial by fire on how to be an official. Turn on, yeah. Good job, Ramon. Look at you. Can you quit? Whoever's got the controller. It's not keyboard. It's not.
Alright. Hanger, I guess.
I think
You're doing
whatever's
hang
escape.
on.
Can you just hit escape on the keyboard?
No.
Huh.
So
Okay,
it's
hang
that.
on. O for options.
There you go.
There we go.
Dave, I'm gonna put that code.
All right. Why is that not working? What do you hit to?
Maybe if I.
Hey, Rick.
Yep,
There you go.
there we go.
Hey, Max Payne might be fun to play.
Yeah.
The old one.
Yeah, sure. Plus,
Sleeping Dog's so godlike.
yeah.
Tango Fiesta, we could play that later. That's all right. Let's see. You know, Ramon, we might be fast approaching real-time FTL.
All right.
Role playing. It might be. Let's do one more game, and then we will role play some FTL. Phil, do you know how we do that?
No.
So we hook multiple mice up to one computer,
Okay.
and you role play as one person on the ship in FTL. And you can only control your person, and you can only control the systems on the room your person is in. And so it's a lot of cooperation. It's a lot of getting mad at people because they're taking the mice off of what you want to do.
You're all gonna get real mad at me because I haven't played FTL before.
Really,
Yeah.
it's a lot. I'm surprised how many people haven't played Lethal League.
Neither have I.
or
So
FTL.
We'll learn together.
we'll do the grunt work of the ship.
Yeah.
So entry level jobs.
I'm
People
gonna
keep wanting us to play Payday, but
People love that game.
yeah.
get Jordan in here for
Every time
for
they have
paydays.
DLC, it's at the top of the
Yeah.
charts on Steam.
I'm struggling with thinking out what I want to play right now. I'm starting to get a little bogged down. What do we?
We could go.
Maybe do we mix it up and just go with some single player stuff for a minute?
Yeah.
Just grind out some. Is my phone ringing? No.
Not mine.
Might be Patrick's.
Definitely playing Gang Beasts later. That's for show.
Hotline Miami.
If someone else wants to play that, we could do that for sure. I'm not good at that game. Pirates of Black Cove is actually surprisingly good. This is a super enthralling stream right now, I bet.
Yep.
Okay, let's go up to, we're just going to do this. We're going in.
Let's see.
I'm going to pick this up where I left off. Pass the controller.
Devil May Cry is a really great game.
Someone's phone is buzzing like mad.
Might be mine over there.
It probably is. So we are at $5,257.66 right now.
It's pretty good. What do you think of what Ninja Theory's trying now, Phil, with their small scale AAA quality? Like, what do you think of that whole thing? Are you up on that at all or no?
Not a lot, no.
It's interesting. Like, it's an interesting proposition. So obviously they're super talented developers, right?
Yeah, I mean, I played through this. Liked it a lot.
But they kind of got sick of, like, you know, trying to pitch, oh, we need $40 million to make this game from someone else.
Right.
Right? They kind of got sick of that.
I know the feeling.
And so now they're trying to do much smaller things on a scale they can afford themselves, but like still like kind of be aspirational. I gotta remember how this works.
Sounds pretty smart to me.
Okay, so that's that. So that's that. So that's light. That's heavy. How do you? There's something you switch. So
Yeah,
the
you
triggers-
switch between like light and angel power
And then what's the dash? So how do you like you can run a wall, right? How does that work?
Can you?
Oh, is this where I gotta pull myself across?
Yeah, you might. I think it's the scythe.
What's going on over here? This game's good looking. Jeez.
Yeah, it's real pretty.
Jordan, do you want to play some Payday?
Yeah, I do.
Could you just dive in and like jump on mine like scrub level account, or you've got yours on here, right? You can just log in as you.
Yeah, but I think we're probably on the same level.
Well, I've never played.
Then I'm a higher level.
I don't remember how to do this.
Here,
Oh
Yeah, I'm
boy,
definitely down.
let me get my phone.
you're down.
I'm down to do some jobs.
All right, let's watch you play some.
I gotta.
Oh, you gotta do some work. You're doing some work.
Yeah, I'm still doing that.
Okay.
So when I come back, we can do that. And make some motherfucking guap.
Make that guap, son.
Get that guap, homie.
Do you need like?
This is what I'm looking. Nope, that's that. If I can't figure this out in the next 2 seconds, I'll just give up.
If you're a fan of the original, is this game worth playing?
So I'm not the person to ask that, because I'm not.
I really like the original,
I love the original.
and I really like this too. So, I mean, this is enough of a departure kind of from that, but it's still Devil May Cry.
Can someone in
Like,
chat tell me
ultimately.
what to do? How to get past this thing?
What are you trying to do?
Trying to figure out how to dash. I don't remember how to cross these big gaps.
Can you just run on the wall?
Maybe is it only an air dash?
Oh no!
You went the wrong direction.
Ha 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 ha! Adorable. Get that guap, homie.
Thank you, Anthony, for donating $25.67.
Thank you, Anthony.
He says, "Keep up the amazing work."
Oh, that's bullshit. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's a lift attack. Yeah. Okay, now it's coming back. Well, that guy doesn't seem friendly. Oh, wow. That's a problem. Maybe, so I probably gotta use a different one of these deals on him. Okay, that's probably not what we want to do then.
Try axing him.
The one thing that's gonna hurt is not remembering which attack is good for which dudes.
Do we want
Which is
Steam codes or PS4?
whatever you'd prefer, really. I'm sure people would appreciate either.
Yeah.
bodied, son. Oh my goodness. Ruined his day. Let's go. All this stuff's just the fucking raddest.
This game just looks really cool.
Yeah.
Not today.
Can't remember if Dante's cockiness got annoying or not.
It wasn't too bad in this one.
Yeah.
The originals he was more.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, the first album, like the OG Devil May Cry, is the only one I got into other than this one.
Yeah.
When did this game come out? 2 years ago?
Came out
Maybe a year and a half.
the year, yeah, 2 years ago.
Okay, what am I supposed to do? Is it obvious to anyone else what I should be doing right now?
No.
It's just,
Oh, those hook things.
What
To
hook
the
thing?
left right there.
oh, there we go.
We should play Resident Evil 4 Mercenaries later.
Yeah, already.
Another blue rose.
That game's good.
Yeah.
Another blue rose. Come on. Come on back around, platform. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Okay,
Aw.
that sucks. That's hot garbage. Okay.
Just get up there from here. Yeah.
Come on. Oh, I forgot what the blue roses mean.
I'm gonna go get an update on our docs.
Okay. Mona, if you want to jump back over here, it's probably fine on autopilot. Phil, what's the last best game you played besides that Push Me Pull Me?
Push me, pull you.
Whatever.
I mean, the only other game I played recently was Shadow of Mordor.
Hell's.
I just sent you some codes through your.
Thank you.
Email. What
Oh, there we
else?
go.
I mean, I played Turnabout a good amount. Liked that a lot. Cool mechanic, fun, real campy. Otherwise, I played through the Last of Us remastered. That's pretty awesome.
Was that worth doing again?
Yeah.
Like I love the first one.
Right. If you really loved it, then yes.
Totally worth doing again.
I really enjoyed it on PS3, so I bought it again.
Keep holding, sure. Oh, that's kind of cool, the glide. Yeah.
Here's the hook thing.
Oh, neato.
There you go.
Look at this, just chaining abilities together like a G. Man, it's almost like I was born to do this. It's almost like that. Okay. Oh my god. Give me a break.
You have to use like your strong. Yeah.
Why did I stop playing this game? I love this game.
I played it straight through when I got it. Super good.
Yeah. Yeah, this is I played this game real quick. I don't even normally really like character action games.
Right.
No.
Dante, really is you.
Mario's thinking like 9.
Okay, that's probably
Darkstalkers action.
that probably works out well.
Flying rats.
What is that? Oh, I see.
Flying ones are super annoying.
It's like I said in Japan, Mario plays a lot of Japanese people.
It's 14 hours ahead. Japan is 14 hours ahead of us. Oh, there you go. Eat it. Oh, so it got a shield down. Nice. That's kind of cool.
There are a lot of different weapons in this one.
There's 3 scythes basically.
Don't you just have like the axe and the scythe and sword and just get upgrades of those throughout? Am I remembering that correctly?
There's this one, there's this one.
And they're yours.
Yeah, like it's not really about like going after and getting or buying crazy new things.
Yeah,
It's just better versions of what you get.
Uh-oh. I'm doing the wrong one. There we go. How does that taste? How does that taste? Give me all that. What's the visual language? How does that work with knowing which scythe to use on which critter? Oh,
Are you calling it a scythe?
Yeah, isn't that what it is?
No. Scythe.
Scythe?
Yeah.
If you say it like that, it sounds right.
Like science.
Yes.
Just like that.
So I'm doing a bad job catching people once I get them airborne.
I appreciate like trolling and making up words or like sounding out words how they're spelled. I do like calling it a sword. I like that.
Right.
But this one takes the cake.
Well,
When it's unintentional.
if yeah.
What do those things do again?
I think it's health, isn't it?
What's this cocoon
Or no,
thing?
it's like your currency. You gotta shoot it.
Oh, if depending on how long we go tomorrow morning, we'll probably have some Bayonetta 2.
Nice.
Speaking of Devil May Cry.
Huh. All right. What's that about?
You can need a specific scythe move to open that up.
That definitely looks like something you cut out with a scythe.
These things do. There we go. It's probably this one.
Yeah, it's that. I think there's one where it like spins around like a grater. But it's like
So I gotta
vertical.
get up there? What's this about? There's all these secrets. Life is...
Scythe secrets.
There you go.
Oh, what the... Can't go that way?
You gotta jump.
Fool, I did jump.
Yeah, but then you tried to... There you go.
Yeah, but I'm trying to grab onto this thing and it won't let me.
Trying. Keyword.
Oh, what's that about?
Did you? Oh. Is that a Chihuahua?
It is a Chihuahua.
What's the Chihuahua's name?
Pixel?
It's Pixel.
Oh, you should bring Pixel up here. Don't worry about her. I'm not worried about. I don't think we're worried about this couch. Come here, Pixel. Hey. Where's it go? Oh, come here. Nope.
Careful, she can
Be bitey.
she's lost half her teeth. Yeah.
Huh, I'm stumped. Phil, you
So
seem to
we've
eat-
had guinea pigs and dogs on the show now. It's good.
This is the problem with taking like a year off of a game.
I mean, you're probably not going in the right direction at all.
Well, where should I go?
Go through one of the hallways.
Well, the one is there's only 2 open, and that's one of the ones I came in. Oh, you think like this door's
Up
open
there,
now?
to your left. See that ring grab?
Yeah, that's the one I came in.
Is it?
Yeah.
And go down there. There's a giant.
Oh, but now I can go this way.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah ha
'Cause
ha.
you can. There you go.
Tricky. So smart, Phil.
It's a video game thing. You got it. You're
So
good.
smart.
Where's the sound? You playing with that sound? What are you doing?
Yeah. It's over there.
Right, dog. Dog.
Yeah, Ramon, give me a little more
Is it cool to pick
sound,
her up?
could you?
Yeah.
Silver Sachs Tower, the world's most powerful investment bank.
What's up?
And who runs it? CEO.
Nervous
Power.
dog. Welcome to the stream, dog. How are you doing today?
Physical manifestation.
We're joined here by Pixel.
Oh, my parents are irresponsible, and one of them's leaving, the other one's doing a 24-hour stream, so now I'm gonna come sit on this couch and just hang out with everyone.
And he likes to keep his animals.
I got fed though, so that's good.
If I knew this was going to be this kind of situation, I would have brought my pug.
No, I.
CCTV cameras.
Nah.
Say hi to the camera.
Look how uncomfortable Jeff's getting immediately. Or Dave. Jeff. Who's Jeff today?
I've heard it both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
You don't like dogs,
It's
Dave?
in your hand. Planet
I
Earth's most popular software.
don't dislike dogs. I don't like dogs in the office.
Oh, okay.
This is an exception because this is the only way we get Patrick here.
Yeah, I was screwed if I didn't.
So I'm willing to tolerate that, much like I did Ramon's dog that one time.
Phlebotomy.
Come on, he just had surgery.
So what's the
Like I said, I tolerated it.
Yeah, exceptions to the rule.
A conduit
But for the-
from which
My
Mundus
dog
draws
is
its power.
10 times this.
While he's connected
Yeah.
to the
Oh,
Hellgate,
you got a big old boy?
but we get him away from the Hellgate, our swords will do the rest.
And he's not
So,
huge,
how do
like
we do that?
80 pounds.
Yeah.
We get his attention. Mundus is petty. He's
My
impulsive.
lady likes chihuahuas a
If we
lot.
hit him where it hurts, let his anger rule him, I believe we can draw him out.
So you haven't played this in a year?
To kill
Yes.
we need a dragon.
Since the last,
we do that.
probably the
by
last
pissing him
Extra
off.
Life stream.
Roughly speaking, yes.
I really liked this game a lot.
Yeah, it was fun.
I know that I understand the fans of Devil May Cry. They have a certain idea of what Devil May Cry should or shouldn't be,
Yeah.
but I totally understand that as someone that doesn't have a whole lot of reverence for Devil May Cry. Just I'm interested in the cool.
Well, this one's a little bit easier in the character change, so.
Yeah, and it's I don't know. Some people are okay with Ninja Theory's approach to combat. Some people aren't. It's certainly, I can understand it maybe being a little less technical than what the series is used to, but I liked the style. I thought it was a very funny game, like the Fox News stage. Have you gotten to that one yet?
No.
That was the best.
I mean, that one was just incredible.
Do you mean Raptor News?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
basically,
I know.
yeah. And there's a stage that is, or a boss battle that is centered around whoever that anchor is in Raptor News. Raptor News is also a really great, stupid name.
So stay low. Mundus doesn't know I exist, so I'll remain hidden until we're ready to strike. Cat knows the virility factor.
Pixel is very good when you bring her into strange situations where there are strangers, but if we are at home and strangers show up, she's very...
She doesn't like strangers in the home.
No.
Mine are the same way. They're real protective.
Very protective. So like we're all in the clear, and it's possible to like when someone else walks in the room, then she'll be weird. And then
She's gonna protect the stream.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
How fucking dope is this game?
Oh,
Jeez.
the art is incredible.
Super good.
And the PC version is really, really good
The
too.
camera spotted you. They must have been looking out for you. You'll have to take it out.
I know. Here comes trouble.
I'm not safe here.
This was one of those games like when we were talking about earlier about how you got to finish a game, move on. At least in the work that I do, I finished this and immediately wanted to play it again on a harder difficulty. Because by the time you finished it, I felt like, oh, I really get the combat system now.
Right.
Like just in time to have the credits roll and have it not matter.
I mean, this game just has such great art and personality to it. I mean, it really carried it for me. So I really don't like character action games that much. It's just not really my thing.
I remember Brad said the same thing. I'm not against them or anything.
Oh yeah, no, I don't actively dislike.
It's just not. Yeah, it's certainly not my thing. It's why I've only played like one of the Devil May Cry games, really. Because I played that original one, which was incredible. It was amazing at the time, just like visually, and that spider boss in the first area of Devil May Cry still looks amazing to this day.
Do you remember why you would use one weapon or another? Like, what's the visual language to know which scythe to use?
Skype.
I think, if I remember correctly, and I could be remembering correctly, it's largely about style points.
Yeah.
So to get a better grade, you know, they want you to be changing tactics, weapons.
Oh, that's horseshit. Guy just spun.
So I think there are weapons that are probably more advantageous to certain scenarios, but like the basic construct is you were rewarded with more points for upgrades by being smarter about or more creative with your attacks.
Look at that shit. Get juggled, son. Get juggled, son.
About to drop some dive kick PS4 Europe codes in the, in
yeah?
the Giant Bomb chat.
Europe. Finally, Europe. You've been liberated.
They've been waiting a long time for that.
Yeah.
Well, finally they're liberated with
How do you?
Johnny Gat.
That circle means I can go get it, right?
You may need to be closer. So I think it lights up.
This part I don't remember.
You need to shoot that eye, I think.
What's up, dog?
Just trying to get across.
You need to grab it.
You wanna go hang out with
I
him?
don't know. I think she's figuring it out. When she pants, that means she's nervous. So I think she's just like, I don't know. I'm here. This is weird. Why are you guys playing these video games? I see him play these video games all the time. I don't get it.
Oh, what's this thing? This thing seems unhappy.
Why don't you liberate it?
Yeah.
Be free.
There are like a set number of those per stage, and I think they factor into the upgrade tree.
So I'm just gonna go this way.
Man, watching you play this game again, I remember why I liked this game so much.
God, this game's good. Has such good boss battles.
It really makes me sad that it didn't. It sold okay.
Yeah.
It didn't bomb by any stretch, but it didn't sell nearly as well as Capcom.
Yeah, I mean, we probably have a sequel by now.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're just working on that brand new IP game. I've been slowly trying to eradicate the term IP from my lexicon.
Good luck.
I think it is if you are working the business,
Yeah.
that's a totally fine way. I think referring to new games being made as IP is just sort of gross.
Just say new game, new
I think
franchise.
it's gross. Why is it gross?
Yeah, it's
So corporate, Dave.
It feels very. Yeah, it feels very.
But I mean, I agree it lacks a certain romance or whatever, but gross is not the right word.
Okay.
It's boring.
Yes, it feels very corporate in a way that is unbecoming of how I mean to just like IP is applicable in some circumstances. I feel like it's overused.
Gotcha.
Is what I should say.
Fair.
Gotcha.
There needs to be a more casual word to use loosely. IP should be more reserved.
Well, it's just
for-
tough because often IP is used in like, man,
Contracts.
this is getting a real down the rabbit hole like lexicon usage. But often IP is used in reference to new game because you don't really refer to like the Halo IP. It's like oh, Destiny is a new IP. Like it's a result of video games often not making original stuff. So. We don't have a great like unique word for that, and that's why sort of IP just sticks because it's a shorthand. Oh, all the little ghosts that are in the town. Man,
This game's amazing.
yeah, it is. Straight up, I don't have a problem with that at all.
Will do. Careful what you wish for, Trick. Okay. Eat it, demonic shards.
That's what I do every Friday night. Let's go out.
Oh, is there anything this way?
Shoot some demonic shards.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Not today.
Probably not that way.
Oh, but this dude.
I think that's just blocking the way.
I think you need a different ability before you
Yeah, I
can
think
go
you can get through that stuff, but.
I like that those like pieces of street don't just like dissipate. They like move and go down the alley.
Yep.
As if they're just like leaving.
Well, there's real attention to detail to like the the aesthetic in this game.
It's also one of those where I look at this, and I'm like, how did they do that in Unreal? Like this.
Oh, like just actually how the geometry breaks up.
Yeah, just like how did they? Like, is that?
I forgot this was an Unreal game.
That kind of means that it needs to be a skeletal mesh. If the environment's a skeletal mesh, like how did they do that?
Skeletal meshes.
Oh, it's whenever I remember like this game was made in Unreal or that Mortal Kombat's made in Unreal.
Yeah.
It's like, of course, it's just an engine, like whatever. Like just because it's mostly been used for third-person action games or shooters doesn't mean anything. But it always just kind of blows my mind a little bit.
Well, depending on the studio, a lot of them use it for so many years that it ends up getting like morphed into something that's not really.
Right, like its roots are in,
its roots are in Unreal, but like they've done so much to it that's.
Eat it, baby. You dumb
One
baby.
of our guys, Chase the Cass, he's working on his own fighting game just for fun, and he made his own engine, like in college.
Oh, and he still uses it?
Yeah, just to make his own like fun thing on the side.
Right.
How did I break this
Yeah.
thing's shield before?
Yeah.
There we go.
Or like the Call of Duty games. I think it's still true, or was true up until fairly recently.
They still had like some Quake.
Still had like Quake 1 code
Yeah.
in it because like the stuff that Infinity Ward was using had, I believe it was net code that was still like left over from the original.
Yeah, I think we heard that with like Call of Duty 4.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they've gotten rid of that by
Yeah.
now or if that is still the case, but for a long time there was still, like they had to list in the credits would be like, id Software.
Man, that feels good. The hype train cometh.
I'm glad you feel good.
What's up, dog?
If you feel good, I feel good.
Can you
get that
move your
thing.
foot there? There you go.
How do you get those dudes up there?
Pixel will, when she's around strangers and then decides that she likes them, I am no longer important. I am now.
She's just really, really ready to move on.
She will. She will move from person to person, looking for where the scratches are going to come from, and I am no longer her parent. I am just the person that has to walk her and feed her, which is fine.
How old is she?
We don't know. She's a shelter dog. We think she's like 11,
Okay.
10. Something like that. Chihuahuas live to like 20 or something.
going on?
Absurd.
Yeah, my
There we go.
I had my girlfriend buy a Chihuahua, and it's like this big, and I found myself one day with her carrying the Chihuahua in a purse and me buying sweaters for the dog, and I'm just like, this
screw
is ridiculous.
Well,
What happened in my life?
I am really against pets in costumes. It's not something I'm for, but
That's where you draw the line.
I do. My wife, though.
But the
really-
Chihuahuas are so
really-
small; they really do get cold as shit. And
Really?
they do
No.
need some layers.
Yes, for the winter, it's different. But that's for comfort and safety.
Yeah.
That is not.
I'm not saying put your German Shepherd in a pumpkin costume.
It's not what I'm about to say,
Yeah.
which is that my wife is into that stuff.
Yeah.
And that makes it sound like really gross. My wife's into like animal costumes and
She is.
things like that.
Good find.
And she brought a couple of them. She gave a couple to me. I was like, well, if we hit certain milestones, I'll put Pixel. She's got a dinosaur costume.
Yeah.
And she's got a shark costume. So
Nice.
Do we know where we're at? When was the last time we did a
Last time we were like 5,200.
5,200?
Yeah.
All right, maybe 7,500. Put Pixel and maybe like a dinosaur costume.
You have
Let's
these
do it.
costumes with
I
you?
brought them with me. Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
I'm trying to encourage milestones.
Okay. Let's see where. Okay, hold on. Let's see how much more we need.
Just before being hit.
You said. Okay, so we need.
2,000.
Yeah. 15. Yeah.
We can do it. We'll get there.
1,500.
So you're saying $7,000.
7,500.
Oh, 7,500.
7,500.
Three-quarters of the way to
Patrick
10,000.
will put this nice dog in a dinosaur costume.
Dinosaur costume.
Dinosaur costume.
Shark costume. We can
Shark
let the chat.
costume.
We can let the chat pick.
Well, how about we put in one at 700 and then at 7,500.
Another
and then,
10,000. We can do that. We'll do one at each and we'll let the chat pick which one it is.
Yeah. Good.
Patrick, your dog is melting.
Yep. She's very beggy for the scratches. Has gotten more like that as she's gotten older.
There you are.
More and more demanding.
Yeah, my girlfriend loses her shit every time we walk past a store that sells
Dog
dog clothes.
It's the walls.
That is a needed stop.
Like even even though I told Katie, I was like, no costumes. We'll do it for like funding goals during the stream.
Oh, so you thought ahead on this?
Definitely thought ahead on this.
All right.
And then I took her out of her cage to let her walk around before we came out to the office. And of course she had a scarf on. I said, get that off. Get that shit off. Trying to sneak that past me.
Chic pooch.
Technically, a scarf's not a costume, so.
That's just
That's
an
an
accent.
Yeah.
It's flair.
Wow, that's not good.
There are color-coded enemies. I'm not sure if you're there yet.
Yeah.
That was actually, I really liked that. It reminded me of one of my favorite games the last couple of years, the Housemarque game. It was a shooter that you had to switch between red and blue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Outlast?
Not Outlast.
Outland?
Outland. Yeah.
Outland.
That was good.
Highly underrated game. It just came out on PC.
Housemarque's like one of my favorite developers.
Yeah.
Those guys always
Resident Evil's great. But no one played Outland, and it's fantastic. It's a bullet hell shooter in an action game.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like Ikaruga. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah. That's how I pronounce it.
Well, if that's how you pronounce it, Dave, then I'm just going to stick with it. It's basically Ikaruga in an action game. It's so awesome. I highly recommend Outland. And I believe it just came out on PC.
Dave, did we ever get any hot Racketeer codes?
You know what? Go get them from Jen. Jen's got those.
Okay.
All right.
I think Jen is the keeper of those.
Okay.
I don't think there's a difference between these weapons here with these guys.
Johnny Anonymous. Patrick, did you ever play more Stalker? I did not. I wanted to, though. I really liked the hour or so I played.
I really tried to get into the first Stalker, like super, super hard. But it was
Didn't
all.
click?
It did, but it wasn't what I wanted. It's one of those stupid things where I wanted. My expectations were different than what it was, and I had trouble reconciling like what I wanted with, like what was there was good, but it's not what I came for, and so I didn't. I like just put it down. But
Well, I played Metro 2033 and then Last Light, both of which are excellent games. And after playing those, I thought, well, maybe I'll play Stalker because it seems like a more hardcore Metro. And it's from that lineage. The team split off that made Metro. It worked on Stalker. And I liked it, and I saw where the lineage came from, but it didn't click from it. I only spent 60 minutes. It's a game you have to probably spend like 4 or 5 hours to really get into.
oh my goodness gracious!
Apparently, you convinced someone to buy Octodad with your pitch, Dave.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Good job.
That's why I'm here, Phil. Do I get like? I should get 5% of that sale.
Hood Commando,
5%
also
of that.
known as our Velvet's Sundown expert. It's like, why don't you guys play that? It's like, yeah, we will. We'll get there. Velvet Sundown is going to happen. If you want to play along, we'll make sure and announce.
Oh, is this one of those challenge things
Yeah.
in here? How's chat feeling about this DMC? They want to mix it up? Are they feeling?
There are definitely a lot of people who are like, fuck this new DMC. But I don't think it's anything to do with. I think there was just lingering resentment over.
Reach the
over
goals
this
within
game.
the time limit.
You gonna invoice me for that 5%? Because I think it's like 75 cents. Something like
I'll just put on the rest.
that. Okay.
Oh my God, that's not how you do it.
Hood Commando, don't worry. You're going to sleep in the next 2 hours. We will make sure that
Oh my
you
God,
see
this-
Velvet Sundown before you go to sleep.
Toshin playing that Ultra? Sub Toshin? What? So I'm gonna go ahead and guess I'm not gonna achieve this goal here.
I really liked these things too.
Yeah, those are
I had a lot of fun. It made you mess with the mechanics in a way the actual game doesn't ever really demand.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was scary.
Long and short, I could talk a long time about how much I really liked this game. Mexican mode?
Yeah, someone's asking, donate $1,000 if you enable Mexican.
I
Is that a
don't.
thing in this game? Someone just trolling the chat.
I do not know.
I have no idea.
I'd say it's equal odds.
I'm now Googling it. Oh. There's a mod that puts like a funny hipster mustache
Nice.
on Dante, which actually is kind of that's kind of funny, given that was like the big critique about that he's just the hipster. Okay, that's pretty good. El
Well,
Dante. That's pretty.
oh gosh.
That's pretty good.
We got Racketeer codes coming. They're on the way.
Don't worry. Hundreds of people in the chat. Thousands of people in the chat. Hot Racketeer codes are coming in.
Racketeer
codes.
codes.
It's just, it takes a lot to produce those codes. It's
It does.
more than a normal
that's
code.
Why, that's what I do here. I produce shit.
Produce codes.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
Do I want to get that or to go talk
Gotta
to
go
her?
deep into the Iron Galaxy annexes.
Yeah. If you want Racketeer, I got you.
Why'd she tell me to come over there? So I gotta get up there.
I gotta give credit. Our manager Jen, she is the keeper of the Racketeer codes.
Darkbeat DK says the El Dante mode was made because of the Spanish voice acting in the game because it sounds like a Mexican soap opera. Could you change the voice acting to Spanish?
That would be amazing.
It must be like an I. I bet it's like an INI file or something. I could do it.
It might be only in the Spanish version too.
Now, previously, I was intrigued.
Do you scent your dog?
No.
Scent? Scent the dog?
Scent? Not scent.
Oh, she was at the groomers today.
Oh, okay.
So
she
that might
smells
be
like a nice. She smells like a warm Sunday morning.
She was at the groomers
Okay.
today, so
Makes
it's
sense.
possible they might have done something.
There are
But no, on a regular basis, I do not
Because
scent
my
dog.
dogs stink. No matter how hard we try.
There are a ton of dog groomers in Chicago.
Anyone know where I should go?
A lot of dogs in the
I'm
Midwest.
dumbfounded.
Let me think about it this way: is it more fun to watch you struggle?
If I'm getting
More
mad, I
fun
think if I
until
get
you-
mad. Chat, help me out. I'm flummoxed again.
Someone says go left, but that was probably a minute ago, so it's.
So
That's
this
not,
chick's calling
just
me
go
here.
left.
So what's she doing? So I came over here before. She didn't do this.
Seen a witch use a spray can before.
Well, spells can take hours, if not days, to prepare. So why not can it for instant use later?
And they do with cheese. Where'd you learn this stuff?
Virgil taught me the basics of demonology and occultism. Felt I had natural talent for it. Said it would help me to focus on something constructive instead of
what?
instead of focusing on the nightmares. Okay.
Story of
There you go.
Banksy's dark past.
I'll find you.
the other game I really liked that a lot of people didn't like was the 2008 Prince of Persia.
Take out a camera.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
Is that the
The cell shaded one?
Yeah, the cell shaded.
No, yeah, I like that
That's
one.
one I haven't played yet.
Really liked
Yeah.
that game. That one's a bit controversial. It doesn't have very difficult platforming, which is why a lot of folks didn't care for it, but I really liked that game.
I used to be all about that kind of thing, and then I just stopped having the time to like sit and focus and like get really good at stuff. Mm-hmm. And
So
now,
you appreciate it when the
Yeah.
game kind of does a little bit of the work for
when
you?
it's real doable now, I appreciate it. I'm just like, yeah, okay, I can actually finish this game, and you know,
Yeah. The older I get, the more I'm just like, I just want games I can finish.
yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, that's what's kind of nice about, like, not to compliment Devil May Cry again, but like, you know, we were
It's
talking
a good
about
game.
Well, we were talking about the time trial stuff, right? Like,
Right.
So it's like you engage with these mechanics on a very like basic level that requires like very little finesse
Yeah.
and like actual application of skill. But then it's like, hey, okay,
If you
you
got
want
this
this
now,
stuff, then like here it is, and we're gonna push you to the limit.
Right.
You know, that's what actually, it kind of turned me off when you said Alien Isolation was like 20 hours long.
It's long,
Yeah, and it takes a while for it to kind of get started. Because I really
Well,
want,
the getting started part is fantastic.
Yeah.
Because just like Alien was a slow build, it would make sense for Alien Isolation to be a slow build.
Yeah.
Because just like an Alien,
Well, how to
the
do
moment
that?
the creature's revealed, you know, you've taken away a little bit of the mystery. That isolation is different. You're going to see the creature all the fucking time. Like, so it's a bit of a different setup. Plus, it's not a man in a suit. So like, you watch Alien, you're like, oh right, like the reason they're like cleverly shooting this is because if you actually saw it,
it's still.
Yeah. Although if you watch some of the behind the scenes footage of like the actor
like,
just kind of, it's creepy. Like it wouldn't hold up. Like
but you don't want to like go to walk to the bathroom in your house and see this guy come around the corner in this suit.
no, for sure.
Yeah.
But isolation just goes on for far too long.
Yeah, and that's just like I really kind of want to play it. Maybe I'll catch it if it's on the cheap one day, but.
It's worth playing. It's not necessarily worth finishing.
Yeah.
Is how I don't think the ending's particularly satisfying. I don't know. It's not like it mechanically changes all that much. It's mostly just the first encounter you have with the alien is just it's different variations on that as you go along. And
But I do want to check it out because like no other game has kind of like been good that's been based off a kind of a classic horror movie. We haven't really gotten too many of those.
Yeah, I've always thought that like and actually Sony's kind of doing it with what's that horror game they're doing?
Get back up there.
Good to go. It used to be a move game, horror game, PS4.
I don't know if you
Until
guys...
Dawn, which is sort of like a slasher movie that they're doing, where like any of the characters can kind of die. And I always thought that was a really cool idea, or like a Heavy Rain style game that was like Friday the 13th.
Yeah. I really want that.
And like because the premise of those films is that you have a bunch of disposable characters, right? That are just there to be slaughtered.
Yeah.
And you have one hero character. If you were sort of swapping between them, and then it didn't matter if you died because it's just these disposable characters supposed to die anyway.
Yeah.
I think that could have been really neat.
Yeah,
like
Friday the 13th.
I think Nightmare on Elm Street would be actually the coolest one.
Yeah.
Because
then you could do like weird shit.
You could
like,
have these nightmare worlds and things like that.
Did you ever play Babysitter Bloodbath?
The game that was originally...
It was Halloween.
And then they got hit with a lawsuit and then called it and then it's now just basically Halloween without the Halloween name. Yeah. It's really neat.
I want a high production value of that. Like I really want that game with some value in it.
This game's godlike.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you guys like slasher movies, Babysitter Bloodbath, it's not on Steam.
You got to go download it from the guy's website.
Yeah.
What? Oh, there you go.
And it's kind of, at least for me, it was a little weird to get working, but it's worth checking out.
Oh, bullshit. I was tapping.
That's why I want Alien Isolation to be a big success, because I think the game's got a bunch of problems. I still really liked it, but I want like AAA to get back into horror. So I want Evil Within and Alien Isolation both to be like a huge success, because it would be nice to see more than just like the frictional games of the world making stuff like that. I mean, I love... I'm looking forward to Soma and stuff like that. And Amnesia was awesome, but there's something to having like a big, like PT, like playing that. It's so fucking incredible, and you're reminded what's different when millions of dollars are spent on something like that, or rather, probably tens of millions of dollars.
I thought
my guess is Soma actually cost millions of dollars.
I thought Outlast was pretty good.
I thought Outlast was really good. I think the DLC is better than the game. Well, so Outlast also runs into the problem of being 10 hours long.
Yeah.
And it's just, okay, here's another one of these things.
Another jump.
Like, it has some really great moments, like kind of like those slash movie moments where you can hear what's coming after you, but you can't see. Because it has this, have you played it?
Yeah, I played it.
Yeah, like that moment when you're in that pitch black room and you hear that dude with the chains, but you can't really see him. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, and the DLC is about 3 hours long.
Okay.
It's like a perfect encapsulation of what's good about Outlast and what it nails, but it doesn't overstay its welcome. Okay. Like, it's two nice sit-downs, like 90 minutes each. You'll be in and out, like scared, satisfied. I really, really enjoyed it. Also, there's...
Is that standalone, or do you have to have a...
I think you have to have, have it. And there's also an incredibly disturbing scene involving a man's genitals in the DLC.
I'm about to die.
That sounds like a 2 a.m. stream.
Well, I'm sold.
Yep.
Yeah. If you weren't already like, I like being scared. The found footage angle's kind of interesting. A man's genitals are like totally dismantled.
All right,
I'm in.
Is a DLC on PS4?
I would imagine.
Yeah. Okay. Wrong here.
Yeah, I'll buy that. We'll play that tonight. That sounds fun. We need to get some horror stuff going on
I think
tonight.
I'm doing something incorrect.
Well, I have brought my Oculus Rift.
Oh,
and
thank God.
I brought a bunch of horror stuff for the Rift.
Okay.
So we'll do that stuff later.
All right.
It's definitely better when it's at night and there's not that many people. Like it's.
We'll kill some of these lights and make it creepy in here.
Yeah, it'll be good.
It'll be good.
I downloaded a couple new demos that have come out since I last did some Oculus stuff.
All right.
Oculus horror is.
It's
not good, man.
I haven't played
bad.
any Oculus. Because the only Oculus game I've been able to play is the Dolphin classroom cheating game.
Yeah.
Sure.
You check that out?
That game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really funny idea.
It's pretty good.
And it's one that really only works with virtual reality.
We were jealous of it. We're like, this is something we should have done.
Yeah.
It did, like, when I saw that Kickstarter, I was like, this definitely seems like a young
that's what I've been doing
joint.
wrong this whole time. Okay, I get it.
HamXL just started watching. Was wondering if there'd be any Spelunky on the stream today. A Spelunky contest between you and Lang would be great. We played some Spelunky earlier, but we have talked about doing some co-op in which.
I think once that bottle opens, we'll get back
come
in
on.
Dave and I have talked about putting some bets on the line for a co-op run at Olmec, which we'll never get there. So that seems like a great way to get some money for the kids. So yeah, look forward to that later. We've been trying to keep things that are going to make us yell too loud until later in the day because it is a work day and the floors are very thin between the spaces here at Iron Galaxy. So the stuff where, to put it in perspective, the hype train will come.
The hype train will leave the station about 7 o'clock.
Around 7 o'clock is when we can do stuff where we can yell and stomp our feet. So stay tuned. We'll get there.
Yeah, we do get noise complaints from the floors below us.
Oh wow.
Our floors, our floor is their ceiling. It's like that. Yeah. All right. Alex Pinate donated $195.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
That is fantastic.
He said, Phil, Octodad was fantastic.
Oh, thanks, Alex.
And everyone at Young Horses should be proud of your great work.
Wow. You are the
always
greatest
nice to
internet
hear.
commentator of all time. Thank you.
I
don't know if that's sarcastic.
I was talking to the guy who left the comment.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's very positive.
He is very positive.
You're good too, though.
Don't worry. Thank you,
Don't worry.
Patrick.
But I don't want to get your head up too.
No, don't
too high.
Don't let me put my head up my
It's
ass.
too early. You just got started in this shit. You gotta go through years of miserable.
Yeah.
Wow. Does this guy have a health bar of any kind? Do I know how I'm doing here?
bad.
Thanks, Phil.
No problem.
Is there a certain color you gotta do?
I assume it's the one I combined him with. Okay.
I think you can only hurt him in the back like that with the scythe.
Alex is Bacon Games. And we'll definitely check out the Evil Within later when it gets darker. I stopped playing at chapter 9, which I had heard was the best chapter in the game.
Okay,
so
good, yeah.
I paused my save there, and we'll check that out later tonight.
Oh no!
Good thing you brought it.
So far, I haven't.
It's interesting. It has some, it's Mikami,
Gosh darn it,
so
just
like the
lazy.
combat's really strong. The encounters with the enemies are really interesting. It's an extremely combat-heavy game, though, to the point of exhaustion. And you'll finish out a scenario and be like, whew, like, need a break, and then just like, boom, like right into it. There's also an extended sequence early in the game, or in the middle of the game. I'm in like the last fourth probably. That is basically just RE5, which I didn't care for Resident Evil 5.
It gets like that fast paced.
It's a co-op partner.
Oh.
So like part of what makes Evil Within work is like, it works a lot of horror games work is like the sense of isolation. And it doesn't mean that you have to have that for the tone you're going for, but it was just a lot of waiting around for this bad AI guy to whack and shoot things.
Yeah.
And because the game doesn't give you a lot of ammunition, you want to try and abuse this dude because he can't die. Well, he can die, but when he's hurt, all you have to do is press A on him and he regains all of his health.
Oh.
And he has like 2-hit kills on enemies. So you're basically just running around, leading him to like hitting dudes, healing him, and it just kind of breaks the atmosphere for the game. It's a different type of game at that point.
Is it that it drags on too long, or just the
It's just the
kind of
AI
play?
stuff doesn't work. Like if I could, it would have been really neat if there was a mechanic that I could like target enemies. Like, hey, can you deal
Choose
with?
to go-
Yeah, can you?
yeah.
Because what happens is the AI wanders in and just like spins in a circle because it's simultaneously trying to defend you and follow you. So it'll start getting tangled up with some enemies and like, cool, I'm gonna run away, like maybe take some pot shots. And instead he runs, he's like, oh, we're leaving? I'm like, no! you fight those guys.
Yeah.
And that stuff was kind of a bummer. But I do really like it. If I had to pick between one horror game or the other, I'd definitely go with Alien Isolation.
Okay.
But they're tremendously different games. One's combat focused and one is stealth.
Because I've been wanting to pick up Alien after I finish Shadow of Mordor, looking for something to play.
Alien's great.
Here's the fake Fox News
yeah.
stuff, which is fantastic.
At St. Agrius' church. He goes by the name of Dante.
Did you just invest everything into stamina?
I
Remember
don't
his face,
think so.
people.
And what?
And
you see
Evil
him,
Within.
Oh.
Inform the police.
Oh, and
The
my upgrades?
Yeah, with the upgrades.
So the upgrade I've primarily
There's a history
focused on
of physical
is
violence and is a known
percentage of headshot for the pistol.
sexual deviant.
So the pistol ammunition
This is
seems to be the
Bob
most common ammunition in the game.
Just doing God's
and the you can increase your crit chance to 50% if you spend heavy early on, and the ability to target any enemy in the game, bosses excluded, and have a 50-50 chance of popping a headshot means that like it makes a lot of situations like very controllable.
Okay.
So I put one into stamina because like the default stamina was like really low, but I've been putting most of my stuff into damage or crit stats, thinking that I wanted to increase the efficiency of the weapons rather than anything else.
Yeah.
I haven't put too much into like the bolts or anything of that nature.
Hey, good thing you brought a save because I'm in chapter 4 with no
Let's
supplies.
mix this up for the sake of mixing it up.
Okay.
Ramon, why don't you go full screen on us for a minute? So quick check-in on the stats here.
Oh, nice.
We are at $5,600.16 with 182 donors.
The march to 6,000 begins. Continues. Unless we stick to the PC.
Yeah, let's stick to the PC for now. Let's keep our once I say we play through everything on the PC and we never look back unless you want to do the Oculus stuff. Because that's
big pain in the ass to switch everything.
It's not a pain in the ass, but it's always like we run the risk of
breaking shit.
Something goes screwy.
Well, that's what happened the last time.
Yeah, I attribute that mostly to Jordan. I noticed it happened the minute I left the office. When I left the area. All right. So we wanted to do Nuclear Throne, right?
Yeah, sure.
I'll go get that.
So is this just the make Dave buy games on Steam?
Hey, it's all good, man. I love all these guys. I bought 2 Flambeer games today.
You did?
Rami is nice enough to tolerate me when I see him, so I'll
All of
accept
us.
it.
That goes for all of us.
Yeah.
No, you guys actually like me, except for Steve. I know you can't trick me.
Steve doesn't have a choice. Some people are saying Lethal League, but
Yeah, we got to save.
that's part of the hype post 7 p.m. hype train.
We're gonna get the
Sports Friends, Lethal League, Co-op Spelunky,
Nidhogg,
all that stuff.
Samurai
7
God.
p.m.
Oh yeah, Towerfall.
When we can
We're
be
gonna get
loud.
all- Like bottom line, Gang Beats. Like
Gang Beats. I'll play that game.
when we get, you know what
Is
I'm saying.
that where you just throw down your rap game?
What happened here? Oh, is it? Yeah, no, like we got to keep it quiet for now, because that's hype. Keeping it quiet. Where's it go? Nuclear Throne. Starts with an N. Smart.
It's after M.
But if people have ones that games you want to suggest in the chat, we're kind of futz around with what we want to play, but we'll definitely be paying attention to the chat and listen to some suggestions. The chat is who came up with Velvet Sundown. So
If you want to grab those codes from your email, I sent like 10
Just
Steam
some-
codes.
Let's do it. Oh, I got a text message. That's not good.
I'm hearing some people talking about this Speedrunners game. Do you know? Have you played that?
Speedrunners game?
It's a game called Speedrunners.
Oh,
it's a game
okay.
about speedrun, like
About speed running?
speedrunning, I guess. But it's called Speedrunners. I've heard some people talk some good things
No, I
about
haven't
it.
heard about that.
Oh, Bot Colony. Yeah, we'll get to Bot Colony.
Which email did you do, Phil?
Your personal.
Someone's asking how much do we need to donate? How much do you need someone to donate for us to take a shot of Mallory?
It's too early.
It's never.
No, go get O'Connor.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Well, you're gonna be. We're working on you still.
We'll set something after a certain time.
No, go get OC if OC's out of that meeting. Go get him and.
Malort doesn't really work in shots. It works in swigs. You gotta all drink from the same bottle.
It's like if
It's
we're
a
all gonna
community
get
affair.
if we're all gonna get sick, we might as well get sick.
Exactly.
Hey, so do you have games for that Xbox?
Yes.
Do we know if we have Phantom Dust?
I don't. So the Xbox collection is mine, and I do not have Phantom Dust.
Can you go into my bag over there and grab?
Talking about the original Xbox.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you go in my bag and grab, in my bag I have like a crate of CDs and DVDs. I think I might.